Well, hello there. Welcome to the Paranormal News. Oh, my bad. I heard a little background noise. Well, hello there. I fixed that right now. I got my magic cup. Ooh, ooh. So you guys don't notice that I might be flipping some of you off. You don't know because I got the magic cup to cover up my fingers. But now I want to flip up anybody. Welcome, guys. Welcome to a Paranormal News channel. Now, if you guys don't know what this show is, if this is your first time, and I doubt it's some of your guys' first time, but if it is some of you guys' first time, what do we do here? Simple. We talk about videos in every segment. We talk about videos in the Bigfoot, in the paranormal, in the UFOs, and Mandela effects. I will be eventually branching out with some other segments, like around the world type of cryptids and all that, and that will come. But for now, we look at the videos, and the idea of these videos are, I'm not telling you the news. We're just discussing about it. The information you receive is up to you on what you want to believe or what you don't want to believe. Nobody here is going to tell you that. Nobody is forcing anything on anybody. And it's where we all get to have a conversation. Some of the videos are serious. Some are fun. Some are funny. It's just the way it is. It's just here to have fun. So if this is your first time here, welcome. I am excited today because I do have another camera coming in where I'm going to try out to see how it works. And of course, that's later today. And that's always fun when you get a new toy. You know, it might be like shit. I might have to set it back, but I don't know. So, it's fun trying out different things. And again, thank you for being here. And, let's just start right off with some world news. Now, the world news is basically from articles from internet sites, newspapers. That's what I meant by world news. It's not necessarily videos. This is part that if I think something might be cool enough to mention, I will. So beyond that, let me find my world news intro. Here we go. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty will know. Scotty has to know. Scotty's gonna know. Gonna tell Scotty. Gonna tell myself. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to know. Scotty has to. Scotty has to. Scotty has to go. Scotty doesn't. Alrighty. I always got to click on because my TV here is doing some weird things. Ever since I started playing with the paranormal, some weird things been happening. Actually, guys, talking about the paranormal, this is not really a news article or anything. Yesterday, I got invited to a special reading from Amber's Paraworld. It was a small group. It was myself, Matt, Nona Boss, and Amber's Paraworld. And she invited to do basically a private reading. And it was awesome. I wish I could have stayed a lot longer, but I had to make dinner. I had to make little salmon bowls for everybody. But the thing is about a reading, I truly recommend all of you to go get a reading. I mean, different kind of reading on a show, on a private show. But if you could do a private kind of a reading where you're not there's no there's a camera with the people who are invited, but you know what I mean, where you could talk longer about certain something. You're not worried about time. I really truly recommend it, and it doesn't even matter if you're a full believer, you're a half believer, even if you're a skeptic, because during the reading, it's such, especially with a small group, you're with friends and you're talking out the readings. And that's the fun part, talking out the readings, diving deep into it and try to find clues of your past life and all that. And I found out that I have 8 past lives. And now one of the past lives, it could either went one way or the other. I'm not going to mention it here. It was like, oh man, that's not good. But that's not really good either, because that way is better than that way, but that way hurts more in a weird way. So it was fun talking about, past lives and reading the cards and other people, and the conversation that you have is is priceless. It truly is priceless. I think Nona Boss would agree with me that reading is priceless because you can even be a full skeptic and go in there and just have fun with it and getting the information and use it for good. Inspiring a lot of different ways that you want to move forward somehow. And I'm a believer in everything. And I'm a believer. So I believe that certain people have abilities to pick out the card for you and see certain things. And it's just fun. It's just, so if you guys ever get a chance to do a private reading by yourself or with the group, I recommend it. Go do it. It's fun. Now I know, like on Sundays, I know Oracles and Beyond, Matt, Molly, and them, they do readings on a live show, and that's always fun too. But if you ever have an opportunity to do a private reading with just yourself or a group, dude, go for it. It's just it's fun and it's so inspiring, and stuff that I've heard, some stuff that I don't know. Amber does such a great job, and first time, I always think, seem like everything is always happy, but we get a reading like, man, if I go in this direction of a past life, I don't know if that's good, but that's what I liked about it. It was like almost more of a down to life reading and all that. And Nona Boss has 10 to 15 past lives, and apparently and all that. I guess I only have 8. I only have 8 past lives, but man, wouldn't that be just interesting? I mean, seriously, interesting to even learn about one of the past lives or 2 or 3 and having visions of the past life. She wants to come back as a dog. Give her some coconut oil with the dog. Hey, nothing wrong with that. All right, let me share some internet news here. This is internet news that I found. This is according to the New York Post. Okay, New York Post, April 5th. U.S. warship chased by 2 car-sized balls of light UFOs. Okay, so U.S. warship was chased by balls of light. Let's see here. The U.S. Navy warship was shadowed by 2 car-sized balls of light that were unaffected by anti-drone weapons, it is claimed. The U.S. Kearsarge, whatever the fuck you want to say that name is the latest vessel to have reportedly had a UFO encounter as the U.S. military began to open up about the mysterious phenomena. Now, I'm going to see, there's pictures right here. There's a picture right there of these 2. Those look like double moons to me. Now, I'm going to ask you guys something. Now, they're saying those are UFOs, unidentified flying objects. But what if, I'm just saying, the government knows exactly what those are. And they were experimenting with something. And they noticed that somebody has a camera, took some pictures. So then they try to change the narrative and say, oh, we don't know what those are. Those are UFOs. What if they're trying out a new weapon? I'm just saying. And, I'm not trying to debunk the UFO. I want those to be UFOs. Because maybe, in the theory, maybe the UFOs are there trying to find out what kind of weapons they have on there so that they can learn how evil mankind is. Men are evil. Men are evil. Men want power. Now, I know there's some women who want power too, but I think it's almost time to get all the men out of the major office and just putting in all the women, because with men, it's not working. It's not working with men. Men want power and they want war. Maybe we need to try get rid of all the men and put some more women in there. And I'm not saying there are no evil women. There's just as evil women just as men. It's easier to catch the men because men are more dumb to get caught. Women are smarter. Most. There's dumb people in every race. We all know that. But maybe those are experimentals. And they're just government's covering it up, saying they're UFOs when they know exactly what they are. So I'll put this article in the chat if you guys want to read this New York Post. It's all up to you. It's fully up to you. Here you go. All right. So if you guys want to read that one, you guys can. You don't have to. I got one more article, and then we'll jump into the Bigfoot. We're going to find this other article. Here we go. Okay. And I'll put this one in the chat too, in case you guys want to read from this site. This is the one that's called "Researchers Made a New Message for ETs." Wow, researchers made a new message. Wow, fuck. What was the first message? Is there a first message that's out there that we can listen to? It said they made a new message. What's the old message? An updated communication could be beamed for space alien listeners in hopes of making first contact. We probably already made contact, and they're just saying they're trying to make contact so they could get more funding from the government. I don't know. Upon discovering the existence of intelligence life beyond Earth, the first question we most likely to ask: how can we communicate? As we approach the 50th anniversary of the 1974 original message, humanity's first attempt to send out massive, capable of being understood by extraterrestrial intelligence, the question feels more urgent than ever. Evidence in remote sensing technology have revealed that the vast majority of the I'm not going to read this whole thing. But apparently we're sending messages out about, contact and replacing the old message, which I don't even know what is on the old message. Maybe I should know. What is this? Binary decimal systems. The largest known prime number. Has anybody in the chat, have any of you ever heard the first message that apparently we sent out? Okay, here we go. In the first message, we played music for them. Okay. We played music. Hopefully it's good music. Hopefully it's, hopefully it's not a sexual song or something that could be considered very naughty for humans in this message. But I don't know. You know what, guys? There's a good movie. It's an excellent movie. If you have not seen it, John Carpenter, Starman. It is a great movie. And maybe that movie, maybe that's the message that we originally sent out and they use in the movie. And they played the song, "We don't get no satisfaction." I can't fucking sing. Rolling Stones, "I don't get no satisfaction." And in the movie Starman, if you guys haven't seen it, it's a great movie. They send a satellite with a message, and satellite goes through space and it hits a planet. Then all of a sudden, a planet sends this ball of light to Earth. And of course, the ball of light looks like an orb, which a lot of people do see orbs. And then, of course, this orb takes this DNA from a hair of a dead person and becomes that person. But the alien is there to discover, mankind, but it has to get back home or it'll die. But the thing is about why this movie is so great, it really teaches you how evil mankind is. Because there was groups, Jeff Bridges, yes. Jeff Bridges plays the alien in Starman. And there's good people and there's bad people where they're ready to take this alien and put him on a table and cut him open and see what's inside. And it's about a good woman where she hates him at first because an alien takes DNA of her dead husband. But there's a very good motion in this movie. And it still stands up because it's not a whole sci-fi special effects that's in this movie. So if you guys can see Starman, find it somewhere. Because you never know. With the first message that we sent out, we could already be here because of that message. I don't know. But I would like to hear what's on this second message. Because what music are they playing? Are they playing Eminem or something? Or Baby Got Back? I don't know. What kind of music? Are they playing Poison, Love on the Rocks? I don't know. Motley Crue, The Looks Could Kill. That's a good song to put on there. You know, so who knows? Who knows? So, guys, that was a pretty cool. These are pretty good articles. I put it in the chat. So, if you guys want to read these articles yourself, go for it. I'm just there's that one article about the message, and this is the article about 2 weird, strange lights above a warship. And so, beyond that, guys, let's just jump on over to the Bigfoot after I find the intro. Now, I have 2 Bigfoot videos. One it goes hand in hand in a weird, strange way. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we play it. About dressing up as the Bigfoot. So these aren't like Bigfoot footages. Like, is that real or not? And I know a lot of you love those kind of videos. Well, actually, hold on a second. Let me do this. I'll tell you what. Before we get to a serious, more of a kind of a serious Bigfoot conversation, I'll play this small clip. Here, let me go back here. Here, okay. Let me share this screen, and then I'll show you my actually videos that I have planned, just so you guys don't think I'm glooming. This is Sasquatch photographs that's on Bigfoot Anon's channel that he has on his TikTok, which today, guys, I actually hit 1,000 people on TikTok. I'm so excited, but here's some photos. That's a good photo. That's a pretty good photo. Looks like a creature. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but that does look like a creature. If I don't know where the source came from. I don't know exactly who took the picture. So I can't tell you that the source is a real person who took it. But me just looking at it, if that comes from a real reliable source, that's pretty good. That's neat. Oh, you can see here, like walking out of the bush, all brown. That's a really good photo. Like I said, if it comes from a good source. I don't know where these pictures are coming from. I know they're on Bigfoot Anon's channel, but they're not from his camera. So I always say, if you want to dig down to the truth, you always got to follow the source. Always got to follow the source. Ooh, look at those freaking eyes. Looks like my brother, Dr. Wu, after he has 20 beers. Wow, that looks more like a crazy, almost alien type cryptid. Not exactly a Bigfoot, because I don't even really see hair on the body, but that's a creepy one. That's like the Empty Man or something. All right. So got some Bigfoot photos out of the way. Let's check out this first video. This first video is called "Actually Wore My Bigfoot Hunting Costume Today." So this is a news channel having fun with it, but there's a reason I'm playing this to go with the second video. So you got to go along with me on this.
Travel and leisure. This is an article there, complete with sound effects. I actually wore my Bigfoot hunting costume today.
That doesn't look like Bigfoot, though.
Well, maybe I'll just blend into nature while I'm waiting. I'm seeking him out.
Okay.
Okay, so here is the deal. There could be an official Bigfoot hunting season coming to Oklahoma. Now, if you go and you catch said Bigfoot, you could get a $25,000 prize for catching it.
Okay.
And
so horrible.
This is what's really crazy. There was a bill that was recently introduced to the state legislature.
Are you serious?
In an attempt to open up licenses for Bigfoot hunting season. Wow,
they are really tackling the big issues there.
But listen, do not trap Bigfoot. Don't harm Bigfoot. We don't know, if it's just a photograph or what do we do to capture?
The state legislature really introduced a bill about Bigfoot? Mm-hmm. So Bigfoot is like the hairy, it's like head to toe hair, right?
Right.
So I did a little research because I wanted to know the difference between a Yeti
Okay.
and Bigfoot. So we think of Yeti
Good
as
question.
being, you know, like a drink container, right?
Yes.
And
Cooler.
if you're Texan, you know.
Get out of here. You're not scaring me anymore.
Well, that was
It
a bust.
didn't work.
That was a total bust.
It didn't work today.
Olivia, get back out here.
I'm sorry, Olivia. You look so cute, though.
Olivia, will you turn around? Come on, show us your DIY Bigfoot
It's
costume.
fabulous.
We put this together, binder clips and all,
Oh, wow.
in about 30 seconds. Thanks, Olivia.
Very nice. Very well
That
done.
was a nice attempt. Thank
Very
you
well
so
done.
much. Well, so
I had a feeling this was happening. I did. I did.
pranks are hard to pull off, as you had said earlier today. You know, I dated someone who looked like Bigfoot once. The laser hair removal bill was astronomical. Before we go, we have one more viewer comment about urban legends. This is from Chance, and he says chupacabra, he's actually seen one while hunting.
Chance, we need more information.
We
Do you have a
need more
photo?
information.
Interview? I don't know. Normally, I believe everything Chance is saying, but...
Well, so every year you guys go to Tennessee.
Terrible. Okay.
Now, there's a reason why I'm playing this. It's going to go into the second video. But I did like the other host when he's talking about this is what the Oklahoma government legislating is doing with our taxpayer money. Is that what they're doing with our taxpayer money? To make a Bigfoot hunting for $25,000? I mean, first of all, you're making a joke out of Bigfoot by doing that. And you're going to get idiot hillbillies. No, I love a lot of hillbillies. Only me. I don't want to say the word hillbillies. I love a lot of hillbillies. They're actually the real blue collar workers of this world. You're gonna get a lot of dumb shits. Gonna go out there for the stupidest reason and hunt for like the Bigfoot. But just think about that. If you live in that state, you're paying your taxes are paying for the legislative to say, let's make a Bigfoot hunting. And what is that? They're using your money so they can make money. Get that right. I'm serious. You guys got to start thinking like this. You have to think like this. They are using your tax dollar money to put a bill. When somebody puts a bill in, it costs money. On all the funds that comes through this, talking to people, taking people out to dinner, comes from your tax dollar money. So your tax dollar money is putting forth a bill. Then to go hunting, you got to pay for that hunting license. You got to buy a license. So they use your tax dollar money then to make more money off of you and to make money off people in other states to go to Oklahoma because they want you to spend their money to there. Kind of lame. But that's the world we live in. Okay. Now, this next video, guys, is actually a tragedy video. But remember, like Nona Boss said yesterday about dressing like a Bigfoot. You know, you could also, making fakes claims out there and stuff, and it's true and all that. But you could go too far of trying to prank people because you dress as a Bigfoot, you go up in the mountains, you don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, just hear this video.
A man wearing a Bigfoot costume and apparently trying to create a hoax by traversing a highway in Montana has been hit by 2 cars, run over, and killed, according to CNN. Randy Lee Tenley was apparently wearing a camouflage ghillie suit, which resembles earth and trees, when he walked out onto a stretch of Highway 93 Sunday night. Officials said the 44-year-old man was struck by a car driven by a 15-year-old girl and then run over by another vehicle driven by another teenager. Tenley's companion said that he was trying to make drivers think they were witnessing a real-live Sasquatch when he wandered into the right-hand lane of the highway. Authorities are awaiting a toxicology report to see if alcohol was involved.
Okay. Alcohol involved or not, You're dressing like Bigfoot, okay? I mean, you're dressing like Bigfoot, and you're getting close to a highway. You're getting close to a road. I mean, I don't care if alcohol is involved or not. Especially young drivers, they see like this creature. You don't know what they're gonna do with the wheel, swerve and stuff. And dude, if you're gonna dress like a Bigfoot, like walking around the woods, and say you're doing during hunting season, you know what people do when they're scared? They shoot first and ask questions later. It's just human nature. And the person who shot first, it's not that they're doing something wrong. They don't know. You get scared. You do weird things. I mean, yeah, they said that the girl was 15. She could be 16, 17, 18, 20, 21. Especially if you never even really heard about the Bigfoot. You see like this thing coming at you, your body reacts in different ways. You know, I mean, it's a tragedy, but it's a tragedy. You could, I don't know. I know I'm rambling on, but you guys get what I'm saying is, you know, it's almost like, whose fault is it? The people who are driving, or the person who's in Bigfoot trying to scare people on the road behind a freaking vehicle? A vehicle that's a weapon. If a vehicle hits you, it could kill you. Guys, true story time. Sorry. When I can't remember exactly what age. I think I was 7 years old. And this is where I felt that I have a guardian angel with me. And this is why. And this really, truly happened. You can, if my brother, Dr. Wu's on somewhere right now, you can text him. He'll tell you the exact same story. So this is no bullshit, no lie. We were finishing hunting, and it was snow. There was snow weather, and we were parked on the side of the road. We're parked in this little area, and there was all this snow. And I was like 7. I can't remember exactly what age, maybe younger than 7. And I saw all the snow. And as a kid, all I wanted to do was play in the snow. My father and everybody got out of the car because they were repacking their stuff because we were leaving the campsite. And my father told me to stay in the car. Don't get out of the car because it's dangerous, because there's a road right there. Guess what I did? I saw that snow. I forgot what my father said. Got out of the car. Walked on the road. And here's a truck that went down. And I remember, I have this vision to this day. The truck went down the road, and I heard the truck hit the brakes. And for some reason, I turned around. The truck hit me, hit my ass. And I remember flying through the air, came out of my shoes, and everybody in the camp spot, I almost gave one guy a major heart attack. And there was 3 people in the truck. One of them almost had a heart attack and hit me. And it was like silence. And apparently they thought I was dead. And they went over there. They checked me out. And I was fine. All I wanted. And then I went to the snow and played. I gave everybody a heart attack. Right? and did not need it. I did not need to go to the hospital. Now, at the time, I was actually I haven't had my operation yet on my ears. So I couldn't really hear. And people didn't know that I was like 80% deaf at the time. It's true story, guys. It's the whole thing about my ears being deaf, and got sent to a special school because they thought I was slow. And then they realized that I wasn't slow. I just couldn't hear. And they found I was like 80% deaf. I needed to get operations. But but did not need a hospital, which maybe I did need a hospital. And they just didn't want to take me because there was all men, all hunters, right? I guess, thinking about it then, if it was my kid, no matter what, I'm taking my kid to the hospital to see if he got concussion or something. Back then, nobody knew about concussions, right? And I played in the snow. But I went in the snow, didn't listen to people. Now, the guy wasn't walking across the street as a Bigfoot, but say you're close to the road and you scared somebody, and all they had to do is swerve the car a little bit, boom, you're hit. And that person got killed. I got lucky. Somehow I didn't die. And sometimes I feel like I must have maybe I had a guardian angel, because I flew out of my car. I flew out of my shoes. And no bruises, really. No bruises. It was like the weirdest thing. But it happened, and I learned my lesson. So, hold on. Okay, let me get rid of that one. So that was my little story there. So the moral of the story is, guys, if you're gonna dress up and prank people, just be careful. Just be careful when you prank somebody, because if they don't know you're pranking, you might get a Will Smith. You never know. You might get a Will Smith. You don't want to get a Will Smith, right? You don't want to get a Will Smith on your face. You never know. But beyond that, let's go into the paranormal. All right, this is a little story about a ghost caught in Baltimore, about a woman talking about a ghost in Baltimore. I actually lived in Frederick, Maryland at one time, and I was real close to Baltimore, like 25. Actually, I was like 10 minutes away from Gettysburg. I used to love going to Gettysburg. But we used to go to Baltimore once in a while, and no offense if you live in Baltimore, what an ugly city. No offense, sorry, Baltimore. But it's almost like you're driving through so much crime before you even get to a pretty part that's in the middle of Baltimore. But here's a story that's about a ghost in Baltimore.
Friday, it's almost Halloween, and who doesn't love a good ghost story to put us in the spooky spirit? This story is about a picture taken in Baltimore, and as Mike Shue shows us, whether you believe in ghosts or not, this may totally creep you out.
A Fells Point Cornerstone Bertha's is famous for their food and drink, their bumper stickers, their altered stickers, and for this.
So do you talk to the ghost?
I do.
Every day?
Well, no, that was way back then.
Laura Norris is one of the owners. When working upstairs, she says she's felt its presence and even asked for safe passage.
And so I kind of stammered and said, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just going home. Bye-bye.
In fact, there are so many ghosts here in the wind.
With the tails up and their fur all bushy.
One ghost story follows another.
You can see that it actually was a face.
But it's one thing to talk about it, and quite another to see one.
Yeah, this is it.
Melissa Rowell gives ghost tours that start at Bertha's. Recently, one of her clients sent her this photo. Okay, no biggie, but look closely at the third floor window. What's that?
I haven't seen those pictures.
Here, let me point out a few things. The vague image of a little girl, her hands stretched out through the window. That's what people are seeing, and it coincides with a ghost story from here.
And people have seen the same little girl skipping in the other room.
Do you feel anything?
No. Do you?
I'm open-minded about it.
Tony is Laura's husband, the other co-owner. Ghosts? Sure. He's heard a lot of stories in his bar.
My friend Bob saw ghosts constantly. Well, he worked it by himself upstairs.
Too. It's definitely coming out of the window. You can see the building behind her hand. Yeah.
Who's the ultimate judge? You are. Ghost? Optical illusion? One thing's for certain. That third floor area is sealed off. No one was up there the night that picture was taken.
Ooh, you know what? I don't know about you. I'll say it. I do not believe in ghosts. But if you say, oh my God, a ghost, where? I'll be looking.
You?
Unfortunately, that's about most people. They'll say they're not afraid of ghosts, but they'll jump and joy and then all that. And A better answer is not to say I don't believe in ghosts. An honest answer could be I haven't experienced a ghost sighting yet. And that's fair. You're not denying it. You're not saying you believe it or not saying it. Just say you haven't experienced a ghost. I've told people I haven't experienced a lot of paranormal that I've realized, except that when my green screen came down, when I asked it to come down, better not come down right now. Actually, it would be cool if it come down right now, but I know when you start asking things to come down, when they came down before, they don't do it because they want to piss you off. So you never know. Just be prepared for paranormal. So don't say you don't believe in it. Just say you haven't experienced anything that has happened to you where your eyes are fully open to it, and that's fair. A good friend of mine, Nicole, from Through the Veil Paranormal, has always told me that sometimes paranormal is happening all around you. You're just not tuned. You're not looking for it. You're not tuned for it. You're just, sometimes she says, sometimes a thing could move right in front of you and you're not really paying attention, realizing it. And, by the time you saw already moved, you already second guessed it. So you don't think it's a paranormal. So just be mindful. And I've learned good tips from a reading I did yesterday with Amber's Paraworld that, start practicing, start like meditating a little bit more, trying to get more in tune of your surroundings. And that's that's what I'm saying, why it's fun to get some of these readings that you could even be a full skeptic and say, but you know what? Meditating to clear my mind is something I should be doing, regardless if you believe in the ghost or UFOs and all that. So, there's a lot of good pointers and all that. So this next video I'm going to show you guys is called Ghost Caught on Camera, Creepy Footage Captured in Birmingham Bank Vault. A bank vault. Let's see. All right. So a bank vault moved. Okay. Now, first of all, a vault, that's a lot of metal. So for that to be moved by a ghost, that you gotta have a lot of energy. Now here's would be some questions I would ask first. What would somebody be there in the first place filming a vault in the first place? What is this person wrote? Unless there are 20 of them opening the vault door, find this hard to believe. And that's my point. That's my point. It would take massive amount of energy to move a vault. So my second question, like I said, why would somebody even be filming a door open on a vault in the first place? And then look at this light. Let me see here. Look at this light. Right there. It's like somebody has a flashlight. It's almost like I feel like somebody was behind that door and they pulled it and there's a flashlight. And then you almost, my opinion, hear voices. It's like somebody opened the door and now they're running up the steps. So for me, I think this is totally fake. Can't prove it. I'm not there. I can't prove it. But God, I just hold on. Somebody wrote, those doors are very heavy. They are precious hung to move, but I dare to say that isn't easy for a normal person to move. It's not. It's so much weight, and I like, just like Art of Paranormal said earlier in the chat. It would take like over 20 ghosts with the most fullest power of energy to do that. But the funny thing is, we could all claim 100% that we think it's fake, and then it turns out to be the most real thing there is. But in my heart, I don't think that's real. You know, good. It's still fun footage to watch, but if a ghost could move that, if a ghost could move that, I don't know. I don't know if I want to. I want to live there, because if a ghost can move that, if I'm upstairs, they could push me down in a second. Okay, that one is BS. You're right, dude. Next. yeah, that one's not real. So beyond that, guys, let's move on over to the UFOs. All right, this first one is called, did a 23 ABC channel viewers ring camera capture a UFO on video in Southwest Bakersfield? Another one in Bakersfield. What's going on with all these UFOs hanging out in Bakersfield? There is a lot of military bases out there.
Bakersfield, a 23 ABC viewer sent this.
Here, let me go.
Southwest Bakersfield, a 23 ABC viewer sent this to our newsroom. You tell us what you think it is. Right here, ready? Right there. Bakersfield resident Tim Harvey sent it from his Ring camera. He lives in Hagen Oaks off Ming and Versace Drive. Says that the object descended from the south beyond the trees.
I did do
and as you can see in that
it.
video, then sort of whips through the sky right there in an instant, leaving some kind of trail behind. Could it be a video effect or something? I don't know. BPD and the UFO Research Center have apparently been alerted. One more time. Both are stumped right there.
They kind of went like this.
A little weird.
Oh, I thought I did a slow motion on it. Did I not do the right video? Oh well. Well, you guys seen it. It was hold on. It was kind of it is kind of neat the way it went
right
like
here,
this.
ready? Right there.
Right there. It went like this.
Bakersfield resident Tim Harvey sent it from his.
Now, first question is, well, maybe that's a meteorite. Well, it's not a meteorite because it went to the ground very quickly. Very quickly. And there's no explosion, no nothing either. Could be a drone that was flying and the drone broke and it went down and it caught it. Or maybe the Ring camera, I don't know, maybe there's a firefly or something that was flying around, and the way Ring cameras are. You know, I have a Ring camera system in my house, and when you look at the footages, lights and bugs do look a little different. So because it's coming from a Ring camera, and you know, and not having myself a Ring camera, things do look a little different with a Ring camera. I don't think we have had enough Ring cameras to really say it's anything beyond just a UFO. It could be a bug. Let me see here. My Ring camera, hold on. My Ring camera picks up all kinds of shit. Wake me 100 times a night. It's no longer hooked up, but get one and pick up everything. Yeah, actually, I turned the my alert off. Wait, Corbin, I turned my alert off on the camera. I still have it up, still running, but I turned off the alert because every freaking movement it goes off. My neighbor has a cat, and the cat goes through my yard to your yard, and that camera keeps going off and off with the cat. So, but, you know, it's cool to have cameras up and running. And, you know, maybe the moral to the story is if you got a Ring camera, maybe you should look at it. Who knows what you're catching on your camera at night? You know? But the thing is, my camera is not always on. My camera only turns on when there's a movement. So it's not constantly on, but I guess I could check every movement that's happened during the night. I scan the clerks on my cameras. There you go. So sounds like Sean G has his camera permanently on, so he can check it. Mine only turns on when there's a movement. Otherwise, your batteries go down. But I do have one Ring camera that is wirely hooked in, so it's always powered on. I don't need a battery for it. The one I pay attention to my basement camera and movement down there. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Get yourself a Ring camera. Here we go. This next one is UFO caught live during a newscast in Buffalo. In Buffalo.
It is darkened outside. Temperatures are sitting at 61 in Buffalo. We have a northerly wind at 7. Good sleeping weather tonight, folks. What was that? Did anybody see that thing go past? Did we just see a shooting star?
Because you really can't see it.
Good sleeping weather tonight, folks.
It actually goes up.
Good sleeping weather tonight, folks.
See that? It actually goes up. You can see it better in slow motion. So it's interesting because it doesn't go down. It goes up. So it's a little different. Let me play again with the slow motion.
Good sleeping weather tonight.
Okay, right there. You guys, let me see if I go back a second. Right there, you see it? It's right by the letter H, the red part. There's a little dot there, and it's going up.
Folks, good sleeping weather tonight, folks.
So that's why I was playing it, because it's a little different. It's the first time that it's not going like this. It's actually going up. And that's why I added the slow motion, because when you watch this video in real time, I mean, you barely see it. But when you slow motion it, it's actually pretty cool. One more time, guys. One more time.
Good sleeping weather tonight, folks.
It's kind of neat. It goes up.
Sleeping weather tonight, folks.
I don't know. It's kind of neat. It's kind of neat. I like it. I like it. I actually like that one. You know, and I like it because on the news channel, like I said, you got a camera going. You never know. So the moral to this segment is check your cameras. If they're facing outside in the dark, look at them. Because you never know. You might have one of the ultimate evidence of something. And guys, not even a UFO. If you have your cameras facing outside at night, your camera might be picking up an orb, a ghost. I mean, you just don't know. So check your equipment. Check your equipment. That's my recommendation. All right, now it's time for Mandela effect. And guys, this is a personal one for me. This is personal. And I think it's fucking cool. You guys might not think it's cool, but I think it's cool. Let me find my intro.
Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. He told me enough. He told me you killed Luke. I am your father.
Right before I'll tell you about this Mandela effect, let me just say, tomorrow, I'm not going to be doing a live show tomorrow night. It's spring break for my kids, so a lot of times I'm doing things during the day. So I'm actually will do a paranormal news tomorrow. But tomorrow on the paranormal news, I'm going to discuss a video that Purgatory Paranormal New York did. I'm going to discuss it. I'm going to discuss a video. And if somebody in the chat, Danny, if you're there, put her channel. If you guys could put her channel link in the channel so you guys can check out the video before tomorrow. I want to talk tomorrow about her Woodstock video. Tomorrow on Paranormal News. I want to talk about her video because the video, first of all, great fucking information. Great information. Great history. Stuff that I didn't even know. And there's some claims. And she even does a voice box there. And there's even claims of what she's saying is also a Mandela effect. So we're gonna dive deep into this tomorrow. Let me do this. Let me do this real quick. Let me find that video link real quick, and so I can put in the chat. So I can put okay. All right. I'm gonna put the video link right here. That's her channel, but this is the video link that I'm talking about. So that's her channel, and that's the video link to the video I'm talking about. You guys watch the video, and we'll talk about this video tomorrow because it's great. Now, you guys remember in the past Mandela Effect segment, we talked about Weird Science, the movie Weird Science, about the Rocky music at the end, where it used to be Oingo Boingo song Weird Science at the end, and now it's changed to the Rocky sound. It was never the Rocky sound. It was actually Oingo Boingo Weird Science. Now, somebody did message me and say, actually, I found there was a TV spot or something that had the Weird Science song, but it wasn't. But the thing is, it wasn't. I saw it at the movies, and it was the Weird Science song. But I watched Weird Science yesterday. Again, I watched it. I think I watched it. I can't remember the streaming service. If it was either Stars or Peacock. Peacock's such a fucking stupid ass name for a streaming service. I watched Weird Science again, and there's something that tripped me out. It might not trip you out. You might remember this one way, but there's a scene in the movie where Lisa, she's the girl that's created by, Weird Science. Here, let me show a picture. I got pictures of this. I'm going to show you, but hold on. Let me just show you Weird Science image. Let me go here for a second. Let me share, and then I'll show you what. Okay. And I'm not talking about the stupid MTV show of Weird Science. I'm talking about the movie Weird Science. Okay, that's Lisa. Okay, and that's the boys. Now in the movie Weird Science, she wears this jacket. I got pictures of this jacket. Hold on. Let me get it. I got so many tabs up, people. I gotta get rid of some of these tabs. It makes it harder to find what I wanted to show you guys. All right. Here we go. Okay. In the movie, she wears this leather jacket. There's a 13 on that jacket. I'm telling you guys right now, I love Weird Science. I watch this movie over and over and over. I have never remembered a 13 being on that jacket. Do not remember. This is mine. This is personal. Okay, let me hold on. I'm trying to. Okay, of course that's the movie Weird Science, but where's the jacket? Look at that. 13 on that jacket. I'm telling you guys now, you might think I'm crazy. I just watched it. I just watched it last night. Wow, Monster Radio, are you serious? You just watched it last night and I watched it? That's trippy. Seriously, think about it. Think about it, Monster Radio. That movie came out, what, 84 or 86? I can't remember exactly. But you and I decided to watch it on the same night. And that 13 was definitely there. And I'm telling you that 13 wasn't there. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. And I'm watching that movie last night. I'm like, where did that 13 come on that jacket? Listen, 13 is that Friday the 13th. Everybody knows the number 13. You know, it's just like in my intro you saw in Meatballs, where Bill Murray is wearing a brand new red jacket in the middle of the summer in the movie with the 13 on it. I don't know, man. I don't know. Now you ask yourself, is basically something I would try to do. But guys, everything in that movie Weird Science is just so priceless of a movie. When they go into that bar, when Anthony Michael Hall, like he's all drunk, you know, we're talking about that girl, he's all drunk. Yeah, Lisa, that woman kicked me in the balls, man. She kicked me in the balls. And he's like the high-pitched voice. I mean, it's priceless. That bitch kicked me in the balls. And then the part they're driving the car, and the other kid like driving, I don't even have my license. Yeah, Lisa, he doesn't have a license. Give me the keys. Give me the keys. I mean, that movie is awesome. I don't know if I'm sounding just like him, but just certain things in that movie was just hilarious. Give me the keys, Lisa. I'll drive. And, you know, and you can say the whole movie is basically signs of a Matrix. I'm serious. Because think about it. There's computer graphics on that computer that was not in everybody's home. There's computer graphics in that movie Weird Science that's beyond some graphics I see nowadays. And they build this and they make it. It's almost like that's a real Matrix saying you are in a Matrix and we're gonna give you one of our Smith, you know that character Smith in the Matrix movie. I am Smith, but in this one it's Lisa. It's the fine girl that has magic powers and stuff. So they don't make movies like that no more, you know. So they don't really make movies like that. So is there a change? Because you know, yesterday on my show I was talking about that I respect the Matrix, but I'm not a true believer that we're batteries in a Matrix, that we don't live in a simulation. I don't, maybe we are, but I don't think we live in a simulation. And then I watched Weird Science last night. That's kind of technically about being in a Matrix because a missile appears. You change Brett into shit. You guys remember? Actually, hold on. I got a little Brett intro. Here we go.
This guy is misleading his flock.
Chet from Weird Science.
It's fucking funny, dude. Oh, this is just a psyop. This is a government psyop. This is to make truthers look stupid. No, you know who looks stupid? The people that act like this isn't happening. The people that, when they do address it.
Actually, truthers are stupid. They're too fucking wacko for me. But beyond that, maybe this is a sign that we are in a Matrix. I don't know. All I'm saying, guys, I do not remember this in the movie. Of course, that's the movie Weird Science. That's Anthony Michael Hall. There's the full jacket. And then right here, you see her. She's wearing this in the movie. And I just don't remember her wearing that 13 on there. I just don't. So that is a brand new Mandela effect for me. Brand new. And I saw some of you in the chat that says they don't remember a 13 either. And I know it's easy to say. Well, Eric, if you're not really looking for it, I know there's things that we don't look for. But there are certain things that, like, automatic resonate with you. A number 13, always resonant. Friday the 13th, 13's always been considered the bad luck day. So when things have 13 on it, you look more at it versus other thing. Where if it was a number 6, yeah, I can see it. I wouldn't care for a 6 on there unless there's a meeting for you with a 6, or maybe the only other number, and people don't get mad at me for saying this, maybe 69. Maybe the number 69 you would have noticed, or 666. Here we go. 13, 666, or 69. Maybe those are the 3 numbers that somebody would notice, would easily notice on a jacket. Any other number, yes, I could hear that argument that it's easy to pass. But I watched Weird Science so many times because I love that movie. And somehow I've never seen that number 13. So I don't know. Okay. So guys, seriously, World Bigfoot Radio, great channel. He actually just has a video out about an orb. I'm not gonna, it's his channel. I don't want to play anything without his permission. But on his channel, he actually has an orb video, and so here, what I'm trying to do is find you that link. World Big. Let me try to find you that link. Where is it? There it is. World Bigfoot currently UFO caught. Let me just share the screen, and then we'll end the show tomorrow. Even World Bigfoot Radio on his channel, he's got some videos right here on UFOs caught on camera and stuff. So guys, check that out. I love watching, orbs and stuff and UFOs. So check out his flying saucer and Bigfoot. I think that's awesome. So I just want to show you guys that. But beyond that, guys, thank you so much. Hold on. If I'm in a simulation, somebody better reprogram my avatar and give me a healthy body. Hey, I said that too. Not a healthy body. Give me a fucking $1 million or something. Give me something to never talk about the Matrix again for in a fucking simulation. But beyond that, that's my Mandela effect. I never saw the 13 before. Yesterday was brand new. Now tomorrow night, I'm not doing the show because it's spring break for my kids. But during the day, I will do another paranormal news, and we're going to talk about Purgatory of New York video about Woodstock Cemetery. And I want to dive into, because her video was awesome. I love shit like that. I love it. So tomorrow, part of the paranormal news is going to be discussing about the Woodstock and a cemetery. You're like, Woodstock Cemetery? Well, you have to come back tomorrow and find out what I'm talking about. Beyond that, guys, have a great day. Have fun and be safe. If you're going to dress up like a Bigfoot, don't try to scare people by roads and in the forest, because you're just asking for trouble. You truly are. Just be safe out there. And I'll see you guys later.